Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my ranking of every Sea of Thieves tall tale, not including the Maiden Voyage, because, well, is that really a tall tale? Let's be honest here. Now, personally, the tall tales are some of my favorite things to do in the game. There are some really great things about the tall tales, like the epic boss battles and the heart-racing parkour, and there's some really bad things, like staring at stars and trying to figure out which symbols correlate with which direction, and it's just... Let's get into it. Stay tuned for future projects coming your way. At number 11, if you couldn't guess, we have Stars of a Thief. I don't like this tall tale at all. It is the most boring tall tale there is, in my opinion. The entire tall tale is barely any story progression whatsoever, and the gameplay is just boring. The entire time you're using the confusing constellations and correlating them with the directions, and it's just not really fun. I really don't have anything else to say about it. At number 10, we have the Legendary Storyteller. When I was writing the script, I legitimately couldn't remember a single thing about this one, so I'll let that speak for itself. But this one, like the others you'll see, is just a chase around the map looking for different items. Essentially, it's a more complicated Goldwater quest, and there just isn't much to get into. I'll admit it's got some unique features, such as the use of the wooden cutouts to locate the treasure, but other than that, there just isn't anything to this one. At number 9, we have the Art of the Trickster. One thing I actually enjoy about this one is how you have to put the skeletons in position to get the key. The key itself is also another great part of this tale. I like the sense of stress it gives you, like there's actually stakes. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, the key I keep mentioning is actually a gunpowder keg. The middle of this tale has a bit of filler as you run around trying to locate the Trapmaker's clues, but once you enter the vault, at the end, the fun picks up again as you fight some captains to earn yourself another piece of the Shroudbreaker. Coming in at number 8, we have the Seabound Soul. Now, I definitely say this one is a very relative tale, and this is definitely a personal preference. The entirety of this tale is sailing around and following ghost ships to different locations where you must locate these skulls of fallen crew members. Now, personally, I really like to watch stories like this, and it's a great tale. The twist at the end is very fun, and at the time was very surprising and exciting. Pendragon's story throughout the tale is really investing, and I am very patiently waiting for the next tale to get released. Please, Rare, we need some more lore. At number 7, we have the Shroudbreaker, and I think this is a really good example of your baseline tall tale and what a tall tale should strive to be. The Shroudbreaker is the perfect combination of action, riddles, and story. I think it acts as the perfect start to anybody's tall tale adventures. Well, yes, some of it may be a little repetitive once you enter the vault. I still think it is a great tale and really lays down the basics for all the tales to come. Now, up at number 6, we have the Wild Rose tall tale. Now, this is a tale I think is a primary example of an excellent story. I think the very stereotypical love story is completely justified by the great twists learned throughout the tale. Once again, a bit of a chase as you look for relics from the young couple's past, but as I mentioned, the story definitely makes up for this. I do think Wild Rose is one of the best stories out of any of the tall tales, or in Sea of Thieves in general, but unfortunately, due to the chase in the middle I mentioned, it will be placed lower among the list. Now, before we get to the second half of the list, I'd like to let you know what's going on with the video game content. We had actually recorded a good 3 hours of Sea of Thieves content just a few weeks ago. It was great, there was some good stuff that happened, and if you watch live on Twitch at Jerry the King Live, you'll probably know what happened, but my mic just went ballistic. Watching it back, my mic played this high-pitched squeaking noise every time I spoke, and it was just annoying, and there was no way for me to fix it. Sea of Thieves content is coming your way very soon, though, I can assure you that. As for console content, my recording device is being a lot more reluctant than I would like, and I have just a few more things to work out before I can get this stuff recorded. But while you're here, remember to like, subscribe, and to hit the bell icon to get notified when those videos get released. Alright, back to the video. At number 5, we have the Cursed Rogue. As you'll see with these next few entries, I am a sucker for boss battles in tall tales. The Briggsy fight is a really fun battle and pretty unique for the time it was released. The build up to this battle, while it may be another goose chase, I actually do enjoy it. I like reading through the skeletons' comments about their captain, and the skeleton keys and chests both look pretty cool. The Briggsy compass was also revolutionary at the time, but of course now this has become a regular occurrence with the Golden Wayfinder used to find the Goldwater vaults. At number 4, we have Fate of the Morning Star. While this may be yet another of these chase tall tales, I really enjoyed using the Ferryman's lanterns as we follow the crew of the Morning Star and watch as Greymorrow and his skeletons dispose of each member. I really enjoy how each key is found in a very unique way, whether that be searching for a cage or aligning a cannon for the right trajectory. This is another tall tale with a great and very interesting story. And this tall tale finally provides us with another use for the Fairy of the Damned. Once again, Rare, if you could please give us some more lore about the Fairy of the Damned. Much appreciated. In our top 3 at number 3, we have Revenge of the Morningstar. I told you I love a good boss battle. I really wish they could have built up the idea of dressing up as a member of another crew to get information out of people, such as maybe each outpost is like loyal to a certain crew, and you get like certain benefits or bonuses if you wear those outfits. But I digress. The tall tale itself is a lot of fun. Personally, I had a lot of fun deciphering the skeleton language, and the battle with Greymorrow is one of my favorites in the entire game. At number 2, we have the Heart of Fire. This tall tale is fantastic. The action, the adventure itself, the clever placement of hidden hideouts. The Heart of Fire story is definitely my favorite out of any tall tale on this list, and if you're looking for a quick tall tale to have fun with your friends, this is definitely it. Stitcher Jim's story and his relationship to Flameheart is great, and the parkour and puzzles throughout this tale are just so fun. The ending scene where we see the Phantom of the Burning Blade and the last known location of Wanda the Match Stranger is just so filled with detail and excitement. Finally, at number 1, if you couldn't have guessed, we have the Shores of Gold. This tall just has it all. Story, parkour, boss battles, action, riddles, puzzles, lore. So much packed into one tall tale. While it is the longest out of the others, this tall tale is definitely worth the wait for anyone playing through them in order. The Goldwater boss fight is one of my favorites in the series, and after completing this tale, it really gives you a sense of accomplishment as they make a big deal out of it. The lore encompassed in Tribute Peak is just phenomenal and an absolute treasure trove for anyone who gets excited about lore such as myself. The Shores of Gold is definitely the best out of the tall tales and really just adds everything together so perfectly. But that does it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on the tall tales and my ranking in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow my pop culture Instagram at JerryTheKing1223 for more video game content, and my wrestling Instagram at JerryProWrestling. But for now, that is it. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.